Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
On today's Duel Review, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Get in the truck.
Welcome to Friday the 13th. Ah! We're appropriately doing Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah. So a little while ago, we did, what was it, Behind the Mask?
Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Leslie Vernon. And that was a very funny take on kind of the horror genre. And I found my own funny take on horror genre, and this is actually a Netflix find. I was not aware of it. I don't know why, because I freaking love this movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun movie.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And beyond what it sounds like, which he thought it would be like a zombie, like a hillbilly killing zombie comedy or something.
I saw it on Netflix and I was like, I'm not going to watch this because it just looks stupid. But because I didn't see the
I took that risk.
The characters, like I didn't see the actors who played them. There's kind of a fuzzy image because it's on Netflix and it's kind of pushed back. But as soon as I found out the main characters, I was like, oh my god, I have to watch this.
We'll do the characters right now. It's 2010. Eli Craig was the director, and this is really his opus. I think, this is definitely what he's known for. I look forward to what he does in the future. He's done plenty of other stuff, but it's just kind of under the radar stuff I haven't heard of, so we won't talk about it. The two main actors, Tyler Labine,
who plays Dale.
And he's also in Evil Other Than Conquerors, which I like that movie, not so much, but it's one of those cult classic-y things. Has Diedrich Bader and the Chris what's his name from Saturday Night Live? Anyway, and the other great actor is Alan and Tudyk.
Tudyk, yeah. He's from Firefly, a great series. If you haven't watched it, he's the pilot. Or one of my other favorite movies, A Knight's Tale. He would be Watts.
21 Days. He's the gay whatever rehab guy. That's really funny. Anyway, if I hadn't said it before, this is a great movie.
It's
really
hilarious.
Funny. It starts off kind of stereotypical horror slasher, whatever, where they have like a beat, like some reporter's going into a cave reporting on a murder or whatever, and she ends up getting slashed or whatever. So it's kind of like, oh, what? And then it takes you immediately to this stereotypical, like, idiot college kids on a vacation or whatever out in the sticks. And also we follow Tucker and Dale, which are just these two very hillbilly, kind of guys, redneck kind of guys. And they just bought a summer home, which the first time they said it, I thought it was a joke. But no, they literally bought a cabin in the woods that they're going to fix up, and that's going to be their summer home. They're going to go out there and fish, and they're all, they're working on the property themselves. So they end up meeting, the two converge, you first see Tucker and Dale driving across kind of like the end of Easy Rider style. Where they're just kind of looking out of the truck at these college kids driving by and just not doing anything. And, well, you're not a college kid. I was looking off into the college kids. Whatever.
Well, I was looking at, you were going to be Tucker and Dale. You're going to be Tucker. Sorry.
Anyway, so that's kind of fun because you have that moment of, okay, like you're right in board, with the college kids.
Yeah, you're like, why are these hillbillies staring at us?
That's creepy as hell. Of course, then they're like, what's really scary? We forgot the beer, whatever. So then they stop at this little, convenience store, gas station thing on the side of the road, and they meet them again. They're out of their truck, they're getting supplies to fix up the cabin, but you can only really just kind of hear, they're listing off nails or whatever when he's at the merchant, at the counter. And the college kids, they go inside, they get their gas, they get their beer, whatever, and they run into Dale. One of the girls is asking about bug spray, and of course removes the can of bug spray and sees Dale looking like and then he goes, whatever, and grabs some pickled eggs or whatever. So that's kind of your first meeting of the two, and so you're kind of left to
these guys are crazy.
But not too long before we jump into Tucker and Dale's camp, where we see they're talking about, oh, you look at those girls, they're so hot, they're pretty. And it's like, they're just normal girls, go talk to them. It's like, no, I couldn't talk to them, I'm stupid, whatever. and they're like, well, you know, you're a handsome man, sort of. You know, it's like you should just go over there in confidence and just make sure that anything that you say, you smile and laugh. And so, of course, then we go back to the college kid's side where we see Dale coming with it. He decides to bring his side because he's so nervous. You know, he's just kind of like fidgeting with stuff and just brings it along. He's like, so you kids going camping? You know, whatever. And so we can see that there's this miscommunication started. But they really out the thing. I thought it would be maybe go along with the joke longer where you think Tucker and Dale are slashers. But they really out that at the beginning. But that's really the reason to watch is that, you know, you really identify, you know, you see all the mistakes coming. How it all starts is they're out fishing at night. Like they've gotten to their cabin and they're all excited because it's a real shithole. And apparently like serial killers have maybe lived there at some point, you know, some like, guys that hunt men, you know, or whatever. But they're really excited. And that night they go out fishing and of course the college kids are there camping and they decide to go skinny dipping. So again, they meet. One of the girls, you know, sees them in the water thinking that they're peeping at them, which they kind of are at that point. Yeah. But, you know, she freaks out, hits her head, and they dive in and save her, and then they're like, hey, we got your friend! And so, of course, again, they're just trying to alert them, like, hey, your friend fell off, and she needs help, and they're like, they got her! And so they run off. Whatever. So, hilarity ensues. I'm not going to spoil all the moments for you, but needless to say, it's just really fun. And Tucker and Dale do not understand what's going on. Right. Like, the kids at one point, like the kids become the villains because they're getting the courage of like, we gotta kill him and save our friend or whatever. So of course they try it. Hilarity ensues. Things go wrong. Tucker and Dale, you know, it's like these kids are killing themselves all over our property. You know, the classic chainsaw. We won't spoil how that happens, and just a whole bunch of like classic cliches they have fun with. And
you talk about the wood chipper?
So fun, yeah, the wood chipper. It's just whatever. It's Fargo style. You know exactly what's. That's the thing is this movie spoils all those. Like it knows exactly. You know exactly what's coming. But it's so funny to watch and then to see their reaction.
As he's talking about, I just can't stop laughing because I'm picturing all these things.
My wife loved it. And she hates horror films, but it was gory enough that she was a little squeamish. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Of course, there's the sheriff that gets called at one point, and he suspects them, but then he knows what's going on. But like any good movie, that's kind of taken care of before he can get the story out, before he can tell everybody what's going on. Something happens, and the acting is really good, especially for Tucker and Dale.
Right. The main college kids are kind of
they're iffy, but I like the black guy. The black kid is awesome. Yeah. He's a decent actor. There's a couple of them that are nerdy decent, like. I believe that they're morons, or like nerdy, like really wussy kids. The main actor I have a problem with, the main college kid. But the main girl's okay. There seems to be one girl in every generation that looks like her, though. Like I was telling you, that girl from Hey Dude, Nickelodeon show, if you remember, that's married to Ben Stiller.
Was it Hey Dude? Yeah.
Yeah, that's married to Ben Stiller. To me, they look identical. Like there's always one in generation that looks like that. So she's pretty, but she's not the best actress, but she does okay. So being in on the joke does not ruin this movie. It just makes it that much more endearing. And, I love, there's just so many quotable lines that you'll remember. And,
sorry.
What, you just thinking of something?
Yeah.
I just love that, like, when they recover her body and she doesn't know, like, she thinks, okay, the one that fell off and hit her head in the water, the one that was skinny dipping or whatever that they saved, and like, oh, there we have your friend. She wakes up in the cabin in, the guy's bed, and there's their dog has like one eye missing and is drooling and kind of looks mean or whatever and like so she wakes up and she's all freaked out, and here comes Dale with like pancakes and he's like bringing it, and of course like the door flies open and he like walks like he's whatever, and she starts freaking out like no please no. And so as soon as he gets into the light, you can see his face is like concerned. He's like oh you don't like pancakes, oh, I'm sorry. So he runs out, and the girl's like just sitting like pancakes, like she doesn't understand what's going on. So whatever, it's just this classic miscommunication.
It's hilarious movie. You're gonna as soon as
and the college kids do die.
Yes,
it's just that they're not killed by who they think whatever.
It's hilarious.
Who they're worried about being killed by. So, what's your favorite moment?
The wood chipper. I love the wood chipper. Okay. That's just great.
We'll let you discover that one. But I guess I was going to finish by a couple of those actors are just like they stay quiet. Like a couple of the college kids, they just don't talk.
Yeah.
And the main kid, I guess I have a problem with the ending. The ending's not whatever. It's
I guess. Yeah.
It's predictable, obviously, because you were like whatever. But most stuff is. I mean, that's kind of the thing.
It kind of gives itself away right away. But you know, the point is not to figure it out.
Unravel,
it's just to watch it all happen.
So I guess there could have been a more fun ending. I maybe it's just the acting that I didn't like. You know, sorry, dude,
possibly,
but I didn't like the acting in the main college kid.
Yeah.
Anywho, definitely go check it out. It is on Netflix now and Amazon Instant too if you're into that. Go check it out before it leaves for a while. Goes into the vault like Disney or something. I don't know. Very well worth it.
Yeah, I would say if you can find it, if you see it at the store, I would get it.
It's another movie that, you know, it has no huge actors. I mean, that one dude is in a lot of stuff, but he doesn't usually do the main role.
Right.
That's just such a solid movie. I really like it when they do that.
He doesn't really do a main role here. The main role is Dale.
Well, he's a supporting role. But
yeah.
All right, guys. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube. Tell us what you think.
Check out our whales at Nexus Digital. Check out our whales at SpiderWolf.com and check out our blogs.
Friday is something cool, so just check that out on
YouTube channel, all that great stuff.
See you later. I'm gonna let you get one more shot.
Oh.
Yay! See ya. Next time, we take a look at Earth 2, the New 52.
Sorry.
I need to have a meter. Meter's running.
Sorry. I didn't know that Jason called. He's my brother. I answered the phone. Oh, don't get the voicemail. Hey Jay, you called me, so I'm calling you back. So we're playing phone tag. You're it. I'm gonna be a little bit busy, so call me in a couple hours. All right. Oh, wait, no, that's you right now. Hold on, I'm gonna call you, or I'm gonna answer, brother. Hello. Hello. Hey, what's going on?
Adventures in telephoning.
I'm okay. What's going on? Yeah. What's up? So what's Yeah. What's going on? What? Yes, I am. What's going on? I'm sorry? Yeah. Who? Is this Anne Marie?
Alright, RJ, get unannoyed. I'm like a delicate flower.
I know, I annoyed you because I
balance of
talked on the phone.
Well, it's like, hey, this is a good time right now.
Well, I wasn't.
Let me call you back in like 2 hours.
I wasn't expecting Anne Marie to be on the phone. If it was Jason, I'd be like, hey, what's up? What do you need? Gotta go. But since Anne Marie was on the phone, I hadn't talked to her in a while. What do you want from me?
You should have just like let me know so I could go elsewhere. That's all.
Just listen to some heavy metal. You'll calm down.
Yeah.
Or you'll hit something, and that'll calm you down.
That sounds good.
I like Superman's costume.
You do?
Yeah.
Worst one of all. Actually, it's not. The Flash is worse. Flash is horrible.
Well, it's actually...
Look at that bullshit. So stupid.
That's
so stupid.
That's the Justice Society Flash look.
So stupid.
I didn't really care for Batman's look.
I love how he's like, you know, we'll call the cops. He's like, what are we going to tell him, Dale? And then he says the thing, like, ridiculous. So like, is that what I'm supposed to tell him? And then, of course, when the cop comes, he uses the exact same verbiage. That's awesome. Like, well, we have had a pickle of a day. It's called, I don't remember what it said.
Alan Tudyk.
It's funny, you probably think immediately Firefly. I think immediately 21 Days. He plays a gay guy.
Really?
And he's on the swing, and he's wearing a harness. You know, they're out in the mountains doing a retreat event or whatever. And he's just hanging there, and the harness is such that it's like really pushing his package out. And I think it's like I totally think it's like an ad-lib, you know, kind of thing. But he's just like, oh, look at my package. You know, but he says it in this weird gay German kind of accent. It's so funny. That's immediately what I think of.
21 Days, huh?
Look at my, and he goes like the little chop thing, like, look at my package. I don't know if that's funny. Me describing it is not funny, but
yeah, that's a little funny.
He's funny.